Well, if everybody would mute now, unless you're speaking, that might help with some feedback and reverberation. So I'd like to introduce our special guest now, Nicole Martin. Nicole is a communication and events manager for the Southeastern Diabetes Education Services. I'm guessing it's the ES, Camp Seale Harris. And she is in charge of all fundraising events for Camp Seale Harris and works with volunteers and civic clubs to reach a common goal of sending children with diabetes to Camp Seale Harris. Nicole has served in this position since 2019 and is a graduate of the University of Alabama. So Nicole, if you'll tell us how you got drawn to this work and unmute yourselves and start your program when you're ready. Welcome.
Yes. So in college, I majored in nonprofit communication. So that's where I started my love for nonprofit and serving the community. I worked in other nonprofits throughout my college career, which led me to have enough experience to thankfully be blessed with a job at Camp Seale Harris as the communications and events manager. It's my first job out of college, so it has been such a blessing and so much fun. Nonprofit is, they range from small to large. They range from communities to worldwide, and of all the ones that I've worked in, Camp Seale Harris is definitely one of my favorite because you see exactly the difference that you are making right in your communities and across the state of Alabama. There's nothing better than seeing the kids at camp just smiling and having fun. So that's the best part of my job. The hardest part of my job is when camp fills up and we can't take any more kids. That is the absolute worst. But the best part of my job is seeing the difference that all of these fundraising events make in the lives of the children with diabetes, because unfortunately they did nothing to, have diabetes. It's just something that happens. And the best thing we can do for them is to help them go to diabetes camp where they feel normal for once. So I am very blessed to be the communications and events manager for Camp Seale Harris. And it has been so much fun working with all of our volunteers and civic club organizations who want to send these kids to camp. Of course, that is my job, but it's also a passion that I hope to always work for even after I have left Camp Seale Harris. So this is a very unusual fundraising event. We did this in August, and we kind of just used it as a well, I was telling Phil, we did not think it was going to be a good idea. When we were presented the opportunity, we thought no one wants to take surveys. That sounds terrible. People, when you go out to eat or you go through a drive-through, they like circle on the receipt, like take this survey and you'll get a free sandwich. And I'm like, nobody does that. We don't want to take surveys. But we were in this opportunity with other diabetes camps across the United States. And after the first week, we saw the impact that all of these other diabetes camps were getting off of just people taking surveys. And we knew from the beginning that we got $2 per survey taken, but I think we were just caught up on like, that's just too good to be true. We didn't think taking one survey would generate $2 to Camp Seale Harris. Well, it was definitely true, and we did get the money. So in the 30 days that we did the fundraiser in August through September, we were able to bring in $12,000, which was way more than we expected. We thought maybe 1,000 because we didn't take it seriously. I mean, it was surveys. We thought, how are we going to get people to do surveys? Well, once we talked with the other diabetes camps, because it really wasn't a competition, regardless, we were going to get the money and they were too. So we talked with all of them and they gave us ideas on how they were recruiting people and how they were incentivizing people to take these surveys. So we ended up doing really well the first time, like I said, $12,000. And that was just going in blindly. We didn't know anything about it. We didn't try. That was just that was just really a blessing at the time, because this was, in the middle of the pandemic. We didn't know what was going to happen going forward. We were, just like the whole world in 2020, we were just a bit confused as to what was next to come. So when we were presented the opportunity to do it again, we thought, well, we'll hit the ground running this time and see if we can outdo our 12,000. We don't have a goal. I told Phil that earlier. We did have about 175 people participate in August. But I guess our goal would be to beat our last year, or the last amount raised, which was 12,000. So if we could just raise more than 12,000, I think that would be a great goal. So it's kind of, like I said, it sounds too good to be true. It also sounds like, what are you signing me up for? I'm going to get emails the rest of my life. People are going to call me about my car's extended warranty for the rest of my life. That the whole ordeal when you put your phone number in somewhere that they never lose it. Well, like I said, we did it in August, and I can honestly say I haven't gotten any communication from this company since it ended in September. Now, you will, if you sign up for the surveys, you will get a reminder every day until you complete your 75 surveys. Each person can take 75, which can generate up to $150 per person. So once you reach your 75, that's it. They don't contact you anymore. You can choose to be contacted by email or by text. I do recommend doing it by text because it's just easier than checking your email every day. You'll get that text reminder, and you can just click the link in your text message and it'll pull right up on your phone, and you can start the surveys. The surveys actually do look like what is on the screen. So it's just smiley faces, and that one is about Target. So it just asks you questions like, what is good about the products offered? And then you just tap all the smiley faces that you like about Target. Like, do you like their brands? Do you like their value? Their price? And then on the next page, it'll say what is bad about the products offered. And then you can select there what you don't like about Target. So it's really easy. It's really simple. You don't have to put in anything other than smiley faces. You don't have to type anything, and they're really quick. So you can honestly take 75 surveys in less than 2 hours, because most of them take 60 seconds or less to submit. So it's really easy. You can do all of them in one day if you want to. You can do 3. You can set a goal to do like 3 per day, so you don't feel like you're brain dead after taking 75 surveys in 2 hours. And then what I ran across a lot of the time when I was doing these in August is I would not know what companies to search for, because you have this whole list. There's like categories, and you can search in those categories for products, brands, services. There's even things like Airbnb, Netflix, YouTube. It's all kind of things that you could think of on there. So you'll never run out of surveys to do, but I did have some issues. So what I did was like go to my refrigerator and I'd open it up and I would write down brands that I had in my refrigerator. And that made it easier for me to come up with things to survey. And like I said, you get $2 per survey. So it's just a really good deal, and it's really easy. We've had people from age 18 to age 80 that did it in August. The good thing about now is a lot of people have been doing tons of things on their phone and computer throughout 2020, because we kind of transitioned into a virtual world since the pandemic. So now people are more tech savvy than they've ever been. And even if people are not going out into large groups, but they still want to make an impact on a local organization, then this is honestly the best way to do it, because you can do it from anywhere. You can do it on your lunch break. You can do it before you go to work in the morning. You can do it at nighttime after you eat dinner. You can do it as a family. Well, if your children are over 18, or you can do it with like your wife or your husband. So it's really easy, and it's easy to get everybody involved. But there are some people who just, in August when we did it, we had people that said, can I just donate $150? Sure, we'll take it. We'll take any money from anywhere, but it is an easy way. And we do know that people have experienced hardship since the pandemic. So it really is a like great way to be able to give back without spending money, without spending a ton of time, and even like Phil said, without sweating outside in the hottest days of the year. So I think that is all of the information I have. It does start May 31st, which is Monday, Memorial Day. I did tell Phil that sometimes they do open these up a few days early, and I have a meeting with the company on Thursday. So they might tell me on Thursday that it's open a few days early. So if that's the case, then I will, I can email Phil or whoever wants to email me to get that link. I can send you guys the link, but that's all you'll need to get started is it's just a link. It's just made especially for Camp Seale Harris. And when you click on it, you'll put your name, age, and your phone number and email. That's all. You don't have your address on there or anything like that. So they're not really going to target you. They just want to know your age for opinion purposes because they do sell these opinions, but they don't sell your information. So it is a way to do research. That's what the company does. They do product research and sell these opinions to the large companies like Coca-Cola and Pepsi, the companies that can pay millions for consumer product surveys. So that is basically what you're doing, is just taking product surveys for these large companies. But so the main gist of it is it's May 31st through June 29th. So you have 30 days to take 75 surveys. And then everyone over the age of 18 is welcome to participate. And then we receive $2 for every survey taken. Now, if you complete your 75 surveys, you'll get an email or a text that says, you're a feedback superstar, thanks for participating, and then you're done. But we are going to give away prizes for those who do complete 75 surveys to generate $150 per person. So if you do complete those 75 surveys and you get that email or text, however you sign up for your notifications, then all you have to do is either send a screenshot or forward your email to me, and I can send my email address to Phil as well. And then you'll be entered into the drawings, and we're going to give away Amazon gift cards and AirPods. They are like the wireless earbuds that all the trendy people are wanting nowadays. So we're going to give away 2 Amazon gift cards and the Apple AirPods, and those will be weekly drawings for those who complete their 75 surveys within that week. So if y'all have any questions, I'm open to discussion, or if you have any concerns that I might can address.
Nicole, let me ask about the brand thing again, because that's the things I might not be familiar with. You just skip it, or how does that work?
So the brands, you choose the brands that you want to survey.
So how do you do that? Up front somehow, or?
Yes. So once you sign up to take surveys, you'll get an email that says you're ready to start, and you'll click that link, and it'll pull up, the homepage will pull up all kind of categories, like, let's see, like entertainment, restaurants, grocery stores. And so you click which category that you want to start. And on that category there, if you click grocery stores, and you may see Walmart, Target, Publix, things like that, Piggly Wiggly, Winn-Dixie, and then you can click on those, whichever ones you want to survey. And it'll ask you the simple questions like what is pictured on the screen, and then you can hit the smiley faces for what you like about it, and then you hit the frowny faces for what you don't like about it.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Yes. So our next action step is you're going to send an email to me, and then I'll forward it to Ray and these other people, and then they can send it out to their clubs. And then I know a couple of other clubs are interested in it as well. Are you interested in tracking who all is getting this? after we forward it, or?
It's up to you. If you wanna send me a list of who you sent it to, I am working on a email to send to all of the Lions clubs, but the Lion directory is kind of hard to pull the emails out of. So I'm working on creating an email list of all the Lions in Alabama.
And you know, there's a way that you can send a constant contact blast out
Hmm.
to everybody in the district, right?
Well, we use constant contact in the office, but I've tried to email the person who sends out the
Uh-huh.
Lions emails, and every time I ask her for the emails, she just sends me the Lions directory. So it's kind of hard to pull those. I have to pull them one by one.
Well, we'll see if we maybe if I talk to her, or Brenda Elliott, who's the district governor, or Ray's got a lot of pull down there, right? Ray?
Yeah, I'm the first vice district governor, so I can
So-
talk to Doris. I think Doris is the one that's been sending them to you.
Yes, I think so.
I bet she could help us with this, don't you? Or I don't see any reason why not. I don't,
Yeah, I'll make sure I get Nicole email address and make sure I forward to Doris to do that.
I got a question I want to ask. Is that time frame we need to do these surveys in? Is there a cutoff time?
Yes, it'll end on June 29th at midnight. So right before June 30th.
Okay. So we basically got about 29 days to do it in, so.
Yes.
Hey, Nicole, another quick question is, I know it starts on the 31st of May, but you send all your information in first before that, and then they have to forward this to you where you can be ready on the 31st, or you have to wait till the 31st to send it in?
That I'm not sure on that because, like I said, sometimes they open it a few days early. So you can't sign up until they open it. So as soon as you sign up, you can start then. But I think
Okay.
I open it on Thursday, 2 days from today. So I have a meeting with them then. And last time when we did this, when we had that meeting, they went ahead and told us that it was already open. So if it opens on Thursday, I'll let you guys know so that you can get started. Or you can go ahead and sign up so that after your holiday weekend, you can, if you don't want to think about it over your holiday weekend, I understand. So that you can get started as soon as you're ready. Like I said, they'll send you those reminders through your text or email or both, however you prefer, to get the reminders to take surveys.
Okay, Nicole, if you'll tell us what kind of impact $150 has on a person's camp experience.
Yeah, so our day camps cost $175. So you're almost providing the full payment for a child to go to day camp. Our overnight camps at Lake Martin, those are $800. So if you had 8 people in your club or 7 people, well, I guess 6 people in your club do this, then you could say your club sent a kid to camp just by taking surveys, which is amazing. Or like I said, if you wanted to get your family involved, if you have a family of 3 living in your household, you can generate $450, which is almost the full amount to send a kid to Coastal Camp, which is our overnight camp in Mobile that costs $500. So it does seem like a small task, but you are making a huge impact just by taking surveys. And even though we have more people who want to come to overnight camp, day camp is where those overnight campers get started, because parents don't just let a type 1 child, go away from home for a week. So they start at day camp usually and work their way up to overnight camp. So day camps are still very important. And just one person completing 75 surveys pays for that day camp fee for a family. So that's a good way for you to tell your club members about it, but it's also a good way to keep yourself motivated, because once I complete this, I've done this. Like, this could be your personal goal to send a kid to day camp, as well as using it as a incentive to your club members to get them involved as well.
All right, fellow Lions, those that are present, is how likely are you to participate in this? Are you kind of on the edge or more than 50% likely? Anybody?
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in.
I think I would too. All right. Okay.
So,
And I'm sure I have some more folks in my club that was actually will be involved in when they do it as well.
Fantastic.
awesome. And we did see some organizations in August that did it. They would get together for like an hour and just like help each other come up with ideas, or come up with products to survey. Because like I said, after a few, you start to get, oh, what now? Like I can't remember what else I like or what else I buy. But it's easier if you are doing it with a group of friends, because they will help you with ideas on what products to survey next. And you could also do it through like a Zoom. We did have a Zoom power hour in August. So we all logged on to Zoom for an hour and took surveys together. So if y'all are interested in that, I can try to get some more people involved. Or if you want to do a Zoom power hour, I would love to join as well. So it's up to y'all, whatever works best for your club, or if you know of anyone else who wants to get involved. The only requirement to get involved is you have to be 18 years old. So anyone over 18 is welcome to join, and we encourage everyone that you know to get involved. Like I said, we have some great prizes we're going to give away if you complete them, and then it's just a free way to give back to Camp Seale Harris. So it's like I said, it sounds too good to be true, but I promise it's not.
Well, that's fantastic. How did you come across this? Did you say, and I missed it? How?
Well, I don't really know. So DECA is an organization. It's the Diabetes Education Camps of America. And so we are a camp associated with DECA. They are, they're above us. And they were partnered with this company called 100X. And the spokesperson at the time for 100X, she had type 1 diabetes, but she did a lot of work with JDRF. And this was, I don't know how she got involved with the camping world, like the diabetes camping, because she did a lot of work with JDRF, which we aren't associated with them. But somehow somebody in the diabetes world got all of the diabetes camps involved in this. And so in August, when we did it, there were 9 of us. There were 9 diabetes camps doing it. We were in second place for the highest. And the camp in Indiana, they had about 30,000. So it really took off for them. So now in this second round of 100X campaign, it's just us and the diabetes camp in Indiana. So we were considered the top dogs back in August. So I guess we wanted to see what else we could do with it.
Well, maybe with some of these efforts like tonight and more people getting involved, hey, we'll give them a run for their money, right?
Right.
Yeah, we're really excited because we also have Camp Check-In June 5th and June 13th. So that'll be in the middle of the campaign. So we're hoping we can target parents while they're checking their kids in for camp, while you're sitting at home bored because your kid's not at home. Take these surveys for us.
Great idea. Does anybody else have any final comments or questions for Nicole?
I don't have one for Nicole, but I have one for the other Lions group here I need to bring up real quick.
All right, let's put that on hold for just a second. Any more about the fundraiser? If not, let's give Nicole a great round of applause. Woo!
Hey, thanks, Nicole. That was great.
Well, thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me. I really appreciate that you're taking the chance to hear about the opportunities. And I know all of you on here right now are the ones who always helping us out. So thank y'all for all you do for us. And we always appreciate your help when it comes to fundraising and events.
You're welcome.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you, Nicole. You can stay with us, or you can leave. It'll be all right. But we thank you again for all you're doing.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm going to leave because I have some 100X things to be working on. Start on Monday. I did not realize it was the end of May already, but So, but thank you guys for having me again. If you have any questions, Phil can give you my email or you can call the office. I'm always there. I usually answer the phone before anybody. So if you need to ask me any questions or anyone that you know may have questions, you can always forward them my email or give me a call at the office.
Great. Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank y'all.
Bye.